Hello, this is Celestia Ludenberg from Charm System again. I've decided to do another recording today. I recorded last video this morning, and now I'm doing another one this evening. And now we are going to investigate the murder of Sayaka Maizono. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. Jack is playing Detroit Become Human. It's funny, we've managed to go the entire series so far, 3.5 hours, without Steam showing up those pop-ups. But it ends now, as soon as we start the 4th video. We were doing so well, everyone. What a shame. We've ended our streak of not seeing Steam remind us what our friends are playing. Friends we haven't spoken to in ages. It would be nice to reconnect with Jack, but we're not here to talk about that. Speaking of what we're here to talk about, I know the thumbnail of all these videos does say playing Danganronpa and talking about being a fictive. I'm sorry I haven't really done very much of the latter thing. This has been taking up a lot of my attention, playing the game itself. Which is surprising considering how much I thought I'd seen everything, or rather noticed everything. But, additionally, if I spend too long talking about random things, we'll never get through this. But you are here to see my perspective. That's the only reason you've managed to make it this far in my playthrough. It's certainly not because you've seen Danganronpa for the first time. I've spoiled so many things. So hopefully I'll think of a topic during the video. Fandom experiences might be something to bring up, but they are mostly negative. If I were to summarize everything we've gone through, it's felt like the vast majority of people are cordial to us, but lack actual respect for who we are, and for our validity as humans even. And the minorities are either people who genuinely want to be friends with us, or people who want to be enemies with us, people who want to pick fights with us. There's one thing I haven't brought up yet, and it's discourse. Specifically plural discourse. We call it ciscourse. Very clever portmanteau, isn't it? And I genuinely think ciscourse has ruined how people interact with some systems. Ciscourse has planted an idea that if you are a system, you have to act a certain way in order to be valid. You need to have certain symptoms, you need to have certain behaviors, you need to have certain kinds of headmates. You can't have you can't have a lack of this thing or even too much of it. People like that have unfortunately ruined every opportunity we have tried to interact with the Danganronpa fandom. We've been accused before of faking a disorder for attention. And to be honest, that's very offensive. We have enough disabilities already. We do not need to fake anymore. And it's really audacious to try and... It's very audacious of people to claim so boldly that they know what someone is. Without actually properly knowing them. It's the kind of person who sees one negative character trait and then uses that as a basis to make assumptions for the entire rest of a person's character, filling in the blanks. You act like X, so you must be Y, that sort of thing. It's very aggressive. It's very rude, and unfortunately, a lot of that behavior gets... What's the phrase? People let it slide very much. And often when a person like that is a moderator of a server, and even when the rest of the staff on a server do not necessarily agree with what a person's saying, they will still side with that person because they're their friend, even though they are being abusive. And that pretty much sums up what it's been like trying to interact with the Danganronpa fandom. My recommendation for anyone is to get off TikTok. I've heard that discourse is extremely bad on that app. It kills all sorts of nuance. And plurality, by its very nature, is nuanced. It can't be sufficiently summarized within the span of whatever duration TikTok allows you to do. TikTok encourages you to create short videos that are snappy and get people's attention, which is an awful medium for trying to explain plurality. Because trying to explain what it's like being a system and what that also means for other systems takes a lot more care than what you can do on a TikTok. And unfortunately, that leads to misinformation and incredibly emotionally charged petty discourse and arguments. I loathe it. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Not you being the first face Makoto sees when he wakes up. Oh, good, a different face. By the way, if you're also struggling to find community, you can always try joining our Discord server. I feel like this is a very opportune time to plug it. We're trying to cultivate a friendly, accepting community. We don't judge any kind of system, no matter what your symptoms or experiences are. The internet is a vitriolic enough place. We don't want a space that makes it even worse. We want a haven, an oasis from the toxicity. Ah, you're awake. Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You are unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, It was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is... You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. Listen to us, man. What do you think is going to happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it going to do just sitting here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone. I'm really curious. What was it like for you the first time seeing the pink blood? I'm trying to think of words to describe how this pink blood affects the image. It feels... it's... not easy. What are those... How did those horizontal streaks on the wall get there? Oh, I never noticed that her reflection is actually in the glass, in the shower wall. That's a very, very nice touch. It makes it feel like the blood is half there. It feels like... It actually feels like someone's taken a picture of Sayaka just lying down against the wall and covered it with pink highlighter. The message definitely gets across that she's been murdered, but... I will say, I think they did a bit much with the splatter. A lot of the splatter does not make sense. The pour on the blood totally works, but... so many of those streaks on the wall, I can't see any way they could have gotten there.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen
I'm
up.
famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But
I don't get the joke. Then who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone. It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on, don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb, that's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive, you're just so naive. You think it's really that easy you can just kill someone and waltz on out of here? You're super naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive. No, the real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then
You're referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by any of the students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
in other words,
Bingo. It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? It'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Oh, they drew belly folds on Monokuma.
If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it. Well,
So what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. And by execution, you mean...
execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell was that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it.
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell
shut the hell up. Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be part of this. Don't be so selfish. You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now? Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Wow, I didn't see that coming. I've always found this one pretty ghastly, the way she twitches.
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. I hope you're not able to hear that alarm that's going off. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the... I don't... This can't be real.
Well now,
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
The build up to that, when playing it through, knowing what's going to happen, feels quite underwhelming. It's all of a sudden Mukuro attacks Monokuma and then gets hit with spears and then we've lost her. But then I've seen playing it through the first time. It's a much more shocking event. This is one where knowing what happens really does not really help the entertainment value, but I admit, the mystery surrounding Mukuro that comes up later at the end is probably one of my favourite parts of Danganronpa. I like that. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago could have been our friend. Instead, she died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. Who wrote this? She was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. That's just awful. That's terrible. She died. She'd been murdered. That is as simple as you can get. Yes, this is the part I was looking forward to, making fun of the game's writing. It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all, just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality. You're going to regret saying that when the second game comes out.
Why?
Why did he have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma. Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it the Monokuma file. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. The human body doesn't lose temperature that quickly, and for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was more to it than that. There was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. Come on! I'm the one who's putting on the poker face. I'm the one who's pretending that I'm not bothered. I'm the one preaching about adaptability being survivability. Why can't it be me who Makoto notices? Why does it have to be her every time? The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
in other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame. What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right, we need to begin our search right away. Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. They're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. That's what it takes to survive, and that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why. I don't have any choice, I have to do this. Oh, God. Okay, so... Oh, the spears could have come from these gaps. I was wondering where. From up here. But... Even so, the angle doesn't look very high.
Just a...
Okay, so I have to acknowledge your existence some more.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. Why the hell not?
stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you. Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. I don't. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. So who do I talk to now? You?
what should I do?
No, you're... Okay, Chihiro will handle it for you. Me?
Oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious, and very unusual.
huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. What? She's right. And could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Who else trying to talk to you?
What the heck?
There you go. That's not helpful.
Are you serious?
So we're gonna try and find out who did it. I'm trying to do it.
What the heck? Huh? Don't fuck with me. Huh?
Okay. I can't even get to Toko. Do I have to talk to her again?
Anyway. Just a...
I've clicked on everyone. Oh, of course, I remember. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but... she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I don't know why I even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? And that means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever, it's really real? Hell no, someone save me, let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your
You're
problem?
just now accepting that?
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so...
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey. me,
I'll just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. Well, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're going to investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you.
suspi-
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Oh, that is a good sprite.
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. Okay. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Whatever, I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Alright, don't go yet, you have to hear me out. But it was pointless, everyone had already left, and their parting looks at me had still filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution
How many
in
times are we
electric
going
chair.
to reiterate the same thing over and over? I have to find out who killed Sayaka. I have to do it. I have no choice. I need to find out who killed Sayaka, or we're all going to die. That's why I need to find out who killed Sayaka. I have no choice. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow we have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Looks like Chihiro's decided to stay here to mourn. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Someone has to do it. Someone has to process Junko's death. No, we're not getting any time to grieve. We've witnessed the death and now we immediately have to fight for survival. Anyway, I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Right. We're back here. I'm going to get a truth book from the rack. No. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. Won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. So we have to go into the lobby of the gym, but it's going to fast travel us to our room anyway. Make it make sense, you video game. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. So they reiterated that the rooms are soundproof. And yet, that's going to create a plot hole later. It's the display stand the sword was on. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. The handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. And remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. There's a key on the ground. It has my name, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Ah, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then... How did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? What's the point of even switching? Something my host says all the time. No, she doesn't. But it would be funny if she did, very relevant. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Or maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... The music really resets every time you find a truth bullet. Well... Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then.
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. It's like, why the hell would we? But you haven't talked to Makoto about it, so how can you claim that none of the guys opened their toolkits yet? You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
Searching?
Did you lose a contact or something?
Oh, Makoto. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Oh, it's time for me to manually press Y. Usual. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. Now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lynch roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. The room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? So now we can go into the bathroom, right? The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear that it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I need to find out who killed Sayaka. I have no choice. Otherwise, we'll all be executed. That's why I need to find out who killed Sayaka. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Ugh. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. What do you mean, some sort of sharp object? You can see what it is. But whatever they use, it's a knife. It is a kitchen knife. You can see it. Where did they get it? The kitchen. It's a kitchen knife. That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Did he say the same thing twice? There's something sort of glittery on her wrist. Right there on her wrist. There's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Who's Noel? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? So what else can I interact with? What's the button? Why? It's just those two things. Oh, no, this is going to repeat the whole thing again. So it doesn't actually say when you've investigated everything in the room, which is very inconvenient. Makes me grateful that they changed it for the future games, but wow. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Saiga's dying message. I just had an idea about how we can do reaction in our own killing game. This is the first time I'm actually mentioning our own project. I'm not calling it a fan game. That implies we actually like the original. But we are making a project based on Danganronpa. It's got me and Chihiro in it, with Chihiro as the protagonist, actually. I'll talk about it some more later. But yes. There's no guarantee that it'll actually be made into an actual playable game or something you can read. But it's been nice to work on. It's been fun. That's most likely Saiga's dying message. What do you mean by dying message? It's something a victim writes right before they die, usually as a way to tell people who killed them. But generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. I had the idea of Chihiro assigning skill points to several stats, such as empathy, or logic, or perception. And when something is high enough, certain text might be displayed in purple that you can react to. But if the stat isn't high enough, then you won't see that purple text you can react to. So they become more optional text, more extra detail. Generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. They'll either write it somewhere the killer wouldn't notice, or write it in code or something. Oh, pardon me, I hope you didn't hear that. That's pretty incredible.
Hey.
Have you ever heard of Ellery Queen? Who?
Whew.
Never mind. Why'd she bring that up? So... oh goodness.
It would seem...
oh, I had to react to bloody numbers.
It would seem...
Great. Not at all a confusing game mechanic. Well done, you nailed it, guys, you nailed it. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It was as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet. Keyword, aspiring. Not a professional. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037, I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. Means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result. She gives us the answer right away that Saika wrote it upside down.
Well...
think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. So obviously, if you decide to actually think about it, right, sit against the wall and put your hand against the wall and try to write something, then yes, it turns out upside down. So turn it upside down and then you get Leon's name. They made it extremely obvious. You know, I mentioned our project, I might as well talk about it again. One of the hardest parts about making this case is balancing it. This first case, where the hardest part of making it is balancing it so that the killer isn't too obvious, but it can still be solved. And I think this one failed. This one absolutely failed. You have the answer right there. We practically don't even need to do anything else. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Saiga's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
This will turn out to be a massive waste of time. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. I have got to get Rimjob Randy to change his username. That is awful. Sorry about that, everyone. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob.
That's
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. Did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What? It's broken? What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone do that?
So.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. Got the sense she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Oh, what clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. So she's already solved it. She's already solved it. And it took her, all of 5 minutes. And I'm not saying that's unrealistic, because the clues are right there. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. Okay. Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. Just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Huh, this is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name written on it. And he somehow didn't see this when he was coming in. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched, so all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Saika's name on it. Saika got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Saika, I need to borrow this DVD. Oh bother, we need to talk to you. Hello. Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Meisner doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? No? Okay. Not yet. So why was Saika in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Saika and I switched rooms last night. I didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Saika was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. That's really true, then time to stop thinking about that. Let's distract ourselves, so we don't have to process anything. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is ridiculous. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further.
So this has never actually been mentioned before. But cleaning duty is a thing. Spontaneously cleaning duty is now a role that exists in the school. And it will not be mentioned again in the future. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. How very appropriate. You with the trash. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't got a chance to get started. Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want. That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
Actually. What does this have to do with it?
so that's
That must be why. Then destroying evidence would be easy. Sorry for accidentally skipping. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for and poking around at it.
there's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
You know what I mean.
Completely unforgivable.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, that's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can oppose them from picking up... Sorry. What did I even say? Sakura can oppose them? That's not what it said. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? And you know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. I have no idea what Hifumi's talking about. Much like most tangents in this game. Apparently. There's a lot of these weird tangents, surprisingly. However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world? Okay. Let's get this over with. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. Burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Yeah, is that... Do you know what this is? Say if you collect all 7, I don't care. It's the kind of thing you might see in any big city street corner. Go away, rim job Randy. I'm probably not even making it better by pointing him out. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Really? Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. You're an expert at turning things off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay. Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here the incinerator was off. And yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. It should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. I think what's causing me to slip up when I read more often is Something feels quite swollen in my throat. Something I need to ask a doctor about. But how is that possible? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comical fantasies. Alright. Now let's go talk to people who I actually like. Hello. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Here we go, a missing knife. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or better see if anyone here knows more about it? So now we need to talk to Hina again. Always great when you have to do something twice, isn't it? Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? Thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. So it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. There's absolutely no reason for Hina not to say who didn't come at this point. She could tell them right here. Hey, by the way, do you really kill Sayaka? Of course not, I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? She was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Okay. Oh, Taka.
Listen to me.
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, just so happens. Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha ha ha. Okay. Anyway. Is there anything in here? Ah, there I am. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? And let's just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
So annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. Scene of the crime naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. It is the perfect place to destroy evidence, however there is one little problem, which is
as for
that
me,
place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... so helpful, aren't I? Not even doing anything. I have been trying to encourage people to adapt, even if I'm being a bit of an arsehole about it, but I'm helpful in my own way. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook his head. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well don't worry about it, thanks anyway for trying. Even he doesn't know. Or could he maybe know more than he's letting on? No, couldn't be. This game is ridiculous. Could he maybe know more than he's letting on? Hey Hiro, can I ask you something? Hiro, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Is he having a breakdown? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball, but it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. And by the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? It's pretty cheap actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too ridiculous. I can't even feel bad for him. But what else have we got to investigate? There's more to do here? Do I need to talk to him again? Oh no, it highlights all the places. Okay, no, I remember where I need to go. The map, it only indicates places that have clues and doesn't remove the indicator once you've observed all the clues in the room. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of a concert. Standing on stage from the center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Ono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins, but I noticed even more than that, was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Here is where I think the most... Sorry, water. I need water. So here's where I think Junko actually made a mistake with Sayaka's motive. The whole thing that was stressing Sayaka out was the idea that her career could be over if she doesn't get out of this school soon. She needs to return to her career because she's built her whole life, not just her life, but her mental stability around it as well. But now you've just shown her that even if she does escape the school, her career is over. There is no hope of resuming her activity as the ultimate pop sensation because of this scene. If anything, this just put her into a panic, but even though this panic is what pushed her to commit murder, there's actually... If Makoto had successfully gotten her to calm down, then even if he had better people skills, then he might be able to convince Sayaka to mourn her career, her group, mourn the loss of it, and then she might be able to move past it. She'd be very depressed, but at least she wouldn't be homicidal. What could have caused the group to go to pieces? So there actually was a reality where Sayaka could have been convinced to not commit murder, and ironically, this motive video is what makes that happen. Oh, delicious irony. But it doesn't matter. The deed's been done. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? You know it was. They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Oh, Makoto. You just had to tell her that the video wasn't real, didn't you? When the actual correct thing to do was to... What's the word? I'm forgetting words. The actual correct thing to do was to... Why am I forgetting words? Well, I can't remember the word I'm trying to say, but I'll say instead that I think what Makoto needed to do instead was to try and convince Sayaka that yes, The video is real. This is happening. There's nothing for you to come back to even if you escape the school. And you need to mourn it. You need to move on. But instead, he just went and said, hey, no, this isn't real, because if it is, then there'll be riots and stuff. He tried to deny the reality. Oh, Makoto. You fool. They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? And that's everything.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
You mean the only floor we can access?
See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I have to find out who killed Sayaka. I have to. I have no choice. Otherwise, I'm going to die. That's why I need to find out who killed Sayaka. Not just for me, but for everyone. I can't give in to despair. Okay. You're late, Makoto. We have all been waiting for you. Bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. They really are convinced that I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is standing in the corner. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Some of the security cameras on the wall are displaying rooms we don't have access to yet.
Got it.
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you obviously mean... Do I just press the elevator? Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. I have no choice. As I raised my voice to try to give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Why is Makoto the last to do everything? The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? not even close, it's total shit.
Well then,
Okay, okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what we said and we found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. Oh. Taka is flanked by dead woman. There's no one around to give him a hug. And Byakuya is surrounded by two lovers. Oh, Chihiro, how I wish I could hold you in my arms, but there's a rich guy standing between us. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. It's also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. What? Deadly judgment, deadly deception, betrayal, riddle, defense, faith? That made less sense as he went on. Alright. Well, that's our investigation. I'm going to try and take a break from recording these videos to see if my throat improves, because as I mentioned, it feels a bit swollen. So I want to try and rest it to see if that helps. Anyway, thank you for watching this until the end, as always. Oh, I need to do it like this. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. The next video will come out a bit later. There will be a gap. Oh, hello, boy. Hello, boyfriend. Hello, cutie. Love you. Not to you, Makoto, the other one. And why don't you all like and subscribe? Join our Discord server, as I mentioned before. See you all later, everyone.